Blackheads are one of the most common forms of acne, and preventing them usually has much more to do with patience, consistency, and gentle daily habits than with harsh scrubbing or dramatic quick fixes. A blackhead forms when oil, dead skin cells, and debris collect inside a pore, and the surface of that clogged material is exposed to air, which makes it darken. So the main goal is to reduce buildup while keeping the skin barrier calm instead of irritated. A gentle routine is usually the most dependable routine. Wash your face with a mild cleanser and lukewarm water in the morning and again at night. And if you sweat heavily after exercise, yard work, or a long humid day, it makes sense to cleanse afterward in a gentle way, instead of letting sweat, oil, sunscreen, and residue sit on the skin for hours. What usually does not help is washing your face over and over throughout the day, rubbing hard with rough cloths, grinding gritty scrubs into the skin, or treating blackheads as if they were dirt that can simply be polished away with force. Too much friction often leaves the skin red, tight, and irritated, while the clogged pores remain right where they were. It is also important not to squeeze, pinch, scrape, or try to dig out blackheads with fingernails or random tools at home, because that can increase inflammation and may leave marks or scars that last much longer than the original problem. Choose skincare, sunscreen, makeup, and hair products that are labeled non-comedogenic, oil-free, or water-based when possible, because heavier oily products can worsen congestion. If you use waxes, pomades, or rich leave-in hair products, try to keep them away from the forehead, temples, and sides of the face, because those areas often react badly to residue. Remove makeup completely before bed, change pillowcases and face towels regularly, and try not to spend the whole day pressing your cheek into your hand while reading, scrolling, or watching television. If your skin tolerates active ingredients, salicylic acid can help loosen dead skin and reduce pore buildup, and adapalene can also be useful because it helps prevent pores from clogging over time, but the wise approach is to start slowly, use one main active product at a time, and stay steady, rather than trying several strong products in one impatient weekend. A lightweight moisturizer can still help even if your skin is oily, because irritated, dehydrated skin often becomes harder to manage, and sunscreen matters too, especially if you use exfoliating or retinoid-type products, so finding a comfortable, lightweight sunscreen is worth the effort. Prevention is usually quiet and repetitive in the best possible way. Gentle cleansing, sensible products, patience, and resisting the urge to punish your face because progress is slower than your mood. Improvement often takes time, so think of blackhead prevention as maintenance rather than battle. Keep expectations realistic, stay gentle, and remember that calmer skin usually comes from steady habits rather than dramatic effort. If your skin is easily irritated, less is often more. If a product consistently makes your skin feel greasy, sticky, itchy, or more congested, simplify your routine and give your skin time to settle. If you wear makeup often, fully removing it at night is a simple habit that can make a real difference over time. And if acne becomes painful, deep, widespread, or starts leaving scars or dark marks, it is much smarter to get help from a clinician than to keep improvising in frustration. Now that the sensible skin part is complete, let us leave the bathroom mirror behind and travel to a retirement community in the United States, where nobody cared much about clogged pores, but everybody cared intensely about deviled eggs, chair cushions, and whether a man over 80 should be allowed to say, "I'm not competitive," while carrying a Lucky pen in his shirt pocket. The place was called Willow Creek Commons, a retirement community in Indiana where the sidewalks were flat, the mailbox cluster stood like a small civic monument, and the community hall always smelled faintly of coffee, floor polish, and whatever someone had baked for no special reason, which was usually a lie told in service of pie. Willow Creek had chair yoga on Mondays, bridge on Tuesdays, hymn sing on Wednesdays, old movie afternoons on Thursdays, and every Saturday evening There was something on the social calendar described by management as light community enrichment and by residents as whatever fresh nonsense Rhonda has approved. Rhonda was the activities director, 34 years old, kind, organized, and still at the stage of life where she believed all confusion could be prevented by clear labels and enough binder clips. The unofficial queen of Willow Creek was 77-year-old Patricia Lane, a retired school secretary with silver hair pinned into a tidy roll, reading glasses on a chain, and the kind of look that could make a room full of adults behave better without once lifting her voice. Her closest friend was Arthur Bell, age 82, widower, former owner of a plumbing supply shop, wearer of tan slacks and suspenders patterned with tiny blue anchors, and a man who believed that any gathering with weak coffee was a moral warning. Also in their orbit were Dolores Finch, former beauty salon owner, possessor of coral lipstick and opinions that arrived fully dressed, Howard Mears, retired accountant, devoted keeper of receipts, lists, and proper envelope usage, Mabel Joy Porter, former church pianist and widely acknowledged ruler of pound cake, Stanley Dugan, who always said he wouldn't be staying long and then stayed to the bitter end of everything, and Esther Cole, who spoke quietly enough to make people lean in, and then usually said the funniest thing anyone had heard all day. One Thursday morning in early June, Rhonda walked into the community hall holding a stack of papers and looking like a woman who had just discovered that one small administrative misunderstanding had put on boots and walked into town. Patricia looked up from arranging napkins and said, "Tell me now before I start caring accidentally." Rhonda took a breath. "I may have registered us for the county fair's talent event." Arthur lowered his newspaper. "Registered us to attend or registered us to become the problem?" Rhonda winced. "The second one." She laid the flyer on the table. In bright red letters, under a drawing of a microphone wearing a straw hat, it read, "County Fair Senior Variety, Show featuring Willow Creek Commons." Under that, in smaller letters, were the words comedy, music, memories, and community fun. Patricia stared. Arthur stared. Dolores actually brightened. "A variety show," she said. "Now we're talking." Rhonda shook her head. "No, we are not talking. That is the issue." I thought I clicked on Senior Admission Package. The form auto-filled our community name and I hit submit too fast. I have apparently volunteered Willow Creek to provide a 20-minute showcase on Saturday evening before the pie auction. Howard adjusted his glasses and read the paper in grim silence. 20 minutes, he said. "That's not a mistake. That's a sentence. Can we cancel?" Patricia asked, though by her tone, she already knew the answer had paperwork attached. Rhonda held up her phone. The fair board already posted it. The mayor's office shared it. Someone commented, "Can't wait. Those seniors are always a hoot." I have no idea who said that, and I would like to bill them emotionally. Arthur leaned back in his chair. "We are now the hoot." It got worse. The fair director had already emailed a tentative running order. 2 songs, 1 short story, 1 comedy piece or novelty act, 1 community sing-along ending. There would be a host, a stage, folding chairs, and good old-fashioned family fun. There would also, terrifyingly, be local newspaper coverage. "Absolutely not," Howard said. "I did not retire to become content." But the room had already begun to shift in that dangerous way. Rooms full of older adults do when a ridiculous task presents itself, and pride starts warming up. Dolores took the flyer and said, "Well, if we are going to be forced into public entertainment, I refuse to let us look confused while doing it." Mabel Joy set down her coffee cup. "If there's a community sing-along, someone competent has to control the key or we'll sound like a church bus rolling downhill," Stanley said. "I'm not performing," which was understood by everyone to mean he would eventually perform under protest and then tell the story for 6 months. Esther sipped her coffee and murmured, "I think this is the most alive we've looked before lunch in weeks." That was enough. Within 15 minutes, the hall had turned into a planning committee with all the energy of a small town electing a mayor by pie. Patricia, because she could still organize human beings like paperclips, became the de facto director. Rhonda took minutes because consequences had earned her that honor. Dolores assumed costume oversight instantly and without challenge. Mabel Joy claimed music. Howard took timing because nobody gets 22 minutes just because they get sentimental. Arthur was put in charge of stage logistics, extension cords, and keeping people from suggesting anything involving stools, juggling, or recorded sound effects. The first fight was over content. Someone suggested a skit about life before smartphones. Howard vetoed it as too current and insufficiently graceful. Someone else suggested a dramatic reading of old love letters. Dolores rejected that because if I wanted to cry in public, I'd visit the DMV. Mabel Joy proposed 2 old songs everyone knew. Patricia wanted something warm and funny. Stanley wanted to sit in the back and complain. Esther, who rarely pushed anything, said, "What if we don't act younger than we are or wiser than we are? What if we just tell the truth in a tidy way?" The room went quiet. "Go on," Patricia said. Esther shrugged. "Everyone here has a story. We know what happens at potlucks, when hearing aids whistle, when grandchildren text in fragments, when church raffle tickets disappear, when somebody says no gifts and means except decent gifts. We don't need a gimmick. We need recognition." Arthur nodded slowly. "A truth show." "That sounds terrible," Dolores said, "but I see the path." By lunch they had a structure. The show would open with a quick welcome from Patricia, then a short comic monologue from Arthur about modern life and old knees. Then Mabel Joy and the church piano survivors circle would lead a familiar tune. Then Esther would tell a funny story about community living. Then Dolores and Gloria would do a short beauty advice after 70-bit, which everyone assumed would be fake but quickly realized was actually terrifyingly practical. Then the whole group would end with a sing-along everybody knew. "No one is dancing," Howard said, writing it down as law. "And no one is wearing fringe unless medically justified," Arthur added, looking straight at Dolores. She ignored him. Rehearsals began that very afternoon and were messy in the way all honest things are messy before they become beloved. Patricia's welcome was fine, but too formal, and had to be given more warmth and less principal's office. Arthur's monologue was too grumbly until Esther quietly suggested he stop complaining like a citizen and start complaining like a survivor. That fixed it immediately. Mabel Joy's song choice was perfect, but half the men entered on the wrong key because they were too busy sitting like disapproving senators. Dolores and Gloria's bit became the secret weapon of the evening after Dolores improvised the line, "At our age, we are not hiding our age. We are decorating it," which made 3 women in the room clap and 1 man say, "Well, that's annoyingly good." Esther's story was the biggest surprise of all. She stood at the front of the room with her hands folded and told, in the gentlest voice imaginable, the tale of the year. The Christmas gift exchange at Willow Creek went wrong because someone labeled a slow cooker as "for adventurous use," and old Mr. Hanley thought he had received medical equipment. The room laughed so hard that Mabel Joy missed her note and Howard had to remove his glasses. It was not polished, but it was true, and that truth glowed brighter than anything cleverer might have done. Friday became a full production day. Dolores recruited volunteers to steam scarves and choose non-apologetic outfits. Mabel Joy made lemon cookies for morale. Arthur borrowed a portable microphone from the church. Rhonda printed a simple program that read, "Willow Creek Commons presents a few things we have learned." "That," Esther said, seeing it, "is either modest or dangerous." Saturday came in hot and bright, with fairground weather that looked cheerful from far away and sticky from near it. The county fair sprawled across 3 fields and 1 parking lot, with rides, livestock barns, pie tables, political handshakes, and enough fried food to make reason feel optional. Willow Creek arrived in the community bus around 4:30 carrying folding fans, bottled water, throat lozenges, and a full population of second thoughts. Backstage, if the word backstage can be used for a canvas tent behind a community stage, they found 3 folding chairs, a box fan,